Auma Obama, come speak to us. Live on CNN. Why are you here today?
I'm here because look at what's happening. Young Kenyans are demonstrating for their rights. They're demonstrating with flags and banners. I can't even see anymore. They're being tear gassed. They're being
We shall not be intimidated. This is our nation. We know how to repeat this nation. We shall not be intimidated.
Larry, you carry on. You do what you need to do to stay safe. I'm just going to explain to the viewers that we're watching there, Larry, in Nairobi. These are protests that are, around this finance bill, and they're also using tear gas, which is extremely uncomfortable for everyone there. But we'll check in on Larry for you. But these are the scenes as they're unfolding there. Clearly a very strong response from the authorities to try to clear the area and prevent those protests. We need to check in on Larry, but, he's been in these situations before, and I'm sure he'll be fine, also those protesters. But, Larry, can you hear me? Just take us through what's happening.
Yes, Max, we are ready. I'm here with Auma Obama, who came to join these protesters. They're mostly young people, Gen Z, who have been raising their voice online against overtaxation, the finance bill that is currently being discussed in the National Assembly. And just as we began to speak, she has been tear gassed. It's deeply uncomfortable. You struggle to breathe. You cannot speak. And she's in this moment where all she has is a banner. She has nothing more. She's unarmed, like all of the people you see around here. All they have is the phones. That is all they have. And they're getting tear gassed, actively being broken up here in the middle of the capital. Auma, are you in a position to talk to me again?
try.
Shut up.
I can't believe that these young people are just trying to demonstrate for their rights. I came to join them as a Genoise to tell them that we understand that they need to use their voices, and we're being tear gassed. We're being tear gassed. We have flags and banners. Nothing else. Nothing else. These young people have nothing else. Just flags and banners. The Kenyan flag. How can you tear gas your own people? Listen to them. Listen to these children. They're the future. They're 80% of our population. 80%. If they decided to turn against that, they can. And that is what they're doing now. So please, listen to these young people.
You have been involved in the liberation struggle in Kenya for a long time. Have you ever seen a movement like this, a moment like this?
Not like this, because these children are doing it on their own. They're not going with politicians. They came out on their own. These are the young people of our future. They didn't ask, and they say they will win. So we need to listen to them. And we're not fighting each other. Just listen to them. Listen to them. Because it's their lives. And for me, the most important thing is that part of the things that are going on with this bill is that they're touching our ancestral land. Our ancestral land where we bury our people. How can you tax us on land that belonged to us forever, since time immemorial? Are we going back to a colonial situation? It is not right. These young people need a future. They have no jobs. Over 50% of our population who are under 35 have no jobs. We cannot start taxing them when they have no jobs. We're taxing the jobless, and we're telling them to take a loan. And then when they start working, they're indebted. It is not right. That is why I'm here. I'm here to tell them I support them.
You have never involved yourself in politics before until now. Why now?
Because I want my daughter to have a future. I want my grandchild to have a future. I want these children to have a future.
And we're suffering, man.
And they're suffering, and they keep saying it, and nobody's listening. That's why they're on the road. You see, that's why they're out, and we need to take it seriously. We need to create jobs. Create jobs.
Auma has been tear gassed with her daughter. That is her daughter over there. And it's an incredible scene that we're seeing here on the streets of Nairobi with tear gas. Fabs, we need to move back. We're getting tear gas smoke coming to us again. We have to get away from that. Just so much police presence here, Max. Everywhere. The sounds of tear gas everywhere. Fabs, keep moving forward so we can escape that tear gas smoke. It looks like a war zone. It's a heavily militarized response to peaceful protests in Kenya. It's unjustified, Max.
Larry, how does this compare to other responses that you've seen in these situations?
As Obama said, one, these protests have been organized by the young people. It's not a political party or civil society group. It's the young people who are out here protesting, fighting for their future. And they're actively getting tear gas. Look at this scene. Look at these there's a tear gas canister just going past there. This is one of the most heavily militarized responses I have ever seen. They have turned the middle of Nairobi into what appears to be a war zone. And all these young people have is their banners and their phones. They've organized on TikTok. They've come out here to defend themselves, to fight for their rights. And they're getting heavily, violently dispersed.
Okay, Larry, we'll let you, we're going to come back to you, but we're going to let you refresh for a moment. Thank you for bringing us that. That's Larry Madowo in the midst of those protests with Barack Obama's half-sister there as well, tear-gassed while she was on air. We'll be...